It was about to be musical bingo because my Smash Mouth song is going to end, and I don't know what's up next on my Spotify playlist. So we're just going to start the webinar. Hello, welcome everyone to our WP Engine's product roadmap and recent releases webinar. My name is Lexi, and if you're new to our webinars, I'm just going to be the eyes and ears that kind of takes you through this. But we've got a great set of panelists and a host that will talk to you about our webinar today. If you haven't yet, please tell us where you're joining from in the chat. We've got quite the global representation, and I do just want to remind everyone that we are recording this webinar, and we will share it with everyone here via email after the event, as well as it'll be posted to our resource center. And thanks to everyone who is dropping in where they are located. I can say I have become quite the Olympic fanatic, and I am really excited for the Olympics to kick off. I think in 10 days, but maybe we've got a little country rivalry happening, and it'll be cool to see how that unfolds. With all of that being said, I am going to pass the mic over to Sarah Wells, who is going to be our host and moderator for the day. Sarah, over to you.
Thanks so much, Lexi. And hello, everyone. I am so excited that you are here today to hear about our product innovations, our roadmap, some incredible things that we have been able to deliver to our customers and our clients. I am also a huge fan of the Olympics, so very excited for those to kick off. It's always fun to see people doing their best and excelling at what they are doing, similar to what we do here at WP Engine. We really like to support all of our customers and clients. So today, what we're going to do is you're going to get an overview of our product strategy, what we are focusing on in 2024, and then we're going to go into what we've actually released and what we've delivered and to help our customers and our clients around performance, tooling, improved workflows, UIs, and then we'll look ahead into our innovation. What's coming next? What's coming down the pipeline? How are we going to help solve problems faster and help you solve problems faster? There will also be a live Q&A. So in addition to the chat, there's a Q&A section. We will be asking those questions live. And if we don't get to your question, we will always follow up with you directly after the webinar. And so with that, today, I'm actually going to be joined by incredible people in our product organization. Esene is our Chief Product Officer. We have a short video for her here in a minute that's going to go through that product strategy and how she really helps to set the stage and bring to life product innovation across the board. And then I will be joined, and you'll hear mostly from the people you want to hear from. Haiti, Veronica, and Jeremy are a few of our incredible product leaderships who are pushing the envelope to deliver incredibly powerful products for our customers. So up first, we're going to hear from Esene, our Chief Product Officer, around our product strategy in 24 and how we are thinking about our product this year.
Hello, friends. While I'm not able to join live today, I'm excited that a few of our incredible product leaders will be going through some of our latest innovations and product enhancements. We're also taking a look forward at where we're going. Customers feel confident online and are able to achieve their goals. We'll provide a glimpse into our product strategy, highlighting where we invest to excel our products. The first, the customer journey, agency growth, innovating on our foundations, and use case specific solutions. For the first half of this year, there were some critical things that we saw come to life across all of our products. Performance. Performance is increasingly more important for all of our customers. Basically, any degradation here can lead to a loss in revenue to your business. We want to ensure that WP Engine is a destination for sites that only get better and faster over time. Data and insights. As we were looking across our platform, we saw a real opportunity to help our customers become smarter about their sites. But this is only helpful if the customers can see and understand the insights. Tooling for modern developers. Building in WordPress is ever-changing, and we're always looking for ways to make it effortless to build beautiful and powerful experiences online. We invested here evolving our builder tools and coming up with new ways to make it really simple for you to build with us. Simple and powerful workflows with a seamless UI. Over the course of the past year, we have been hard at work to improve our UI. We've also been working on the workflows for building and maintaining and making sure that things are effortless, whether you are managing one or hundreds of websites. Well, I hope you enjoy this live webinar presented by our product leaders. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much. So this, Esme really was able to kind of tease out some of what we're going to be talking about today. So up first, we are going to be hearing from Jeremy to talk about our performance obsession here at WP Engine and some of the tools, tricks, and insights that we have there. Jeremy, thank you so much for being with us today and for sharing some of the goodness that the teams have delivered.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you for having me. Hi, everyone. My name is Jeremy Pollock. I head up the product teams for our managed WordPress product, as well as our builder tools like ACF. Some of you probably know about ACF, and local as well. I'm happy to be here talking to you about all the great momentum that we've created here at WP Engine and to share a bit about what we'll be doing in the future. First, let's dig into performance though. Who doesn't want a fast site? I know I do. At WP Engine, we're thinking about performance each and every day, and not just the speed of our servers, but looking for opportunities to chip away at end-to-end performance, from the browser to the server and back. Given the inherent complexity of the internet, there's generally no one-size-fits-all solution. So constant vigilance and a push towards innovation are required to get our customer sites as fast as possible. To do this, to get the fastest website possible, again, you need to think beyond the server running your site. Here are some of the questions you might want to consider. How are your images going to get transported over the internet as quickly as possible? Are they being compressed? Are they being right-sized for the target device? If you have a visitor from half a world away, is their site experience just going to be horrible? Or how can you make it as fast as the user just a door or two away? How can you make your site to be optimized for delivery to the user's browser? And when that browser application is about to start loading a page, how do you get it to load the most important bits first? Yes, servers, again, are often a big part of the answer, but we know there's much, much more. And that is why we have brought PageSpeed Boost to market and to our customers to help them easily achieve the best performance end to end. This is a single-click install, no configuration required product that can increase your overall site speeds dramatically. It's a perfect fit for many, many types of sites, including those using WooCommerce. But to improve, though, one must measure. And it can't be the hosting company just saying, well, our servers are fast. Now, note, here at WP Engine, our servers are fast. But with PageSpeed Boost, beyond all the product capabilities that we integrate into your site to make it fast, we also make it very easy for you to see your performance successes and to jump into the problems as they arise. We've integrated Google's Lighthouse data into PageSpeed Boost's Performance Insights area in our portal. We make it easy for you to see what an independent third party thinks about your site. Think of it as a report card, if you will, for your website to show you how well it's doing. There are stats for seeing site load times, how easy it is to use the site, how it performs across different devices. Now, data is great. I love data. I'm a big user of data. It's awesome. But with PageSpeed Boost, we take performance beyond the optimizations of your code and assets and the insights that we're driving through performance measurements. We bring forward recommendations to the forefront as well. We take the insights into your code and other site attributes, coupled with the performance data that we're gathering, and make specific recommendations on what actions you can take in order to, well, boost your site scores. Plus, as you make changes to your site, we're keeping track of your Lighthouse scores over time. So you can see the improvements, but also catch those moments when your site performance degrades, possibly. All of this is fully integrated into the WP Engine portal, making it easy to achieve both performance optimization and understanding through simple point-and-click functionality. Now, our desire is to improve the performance of our customer sites does not stop with Page Speed Boost and our platform more generally. We have more vision and appetite for improving the end-to-end performance of WordPress sites, and to make all of this as proactive and intelligent as possible. So delivering on speed is critical, of course, but so will be the surfacing of more and more insights and recommendations for optimizing the end-to-end experience for your site visitors. There's definitely more to come. Now, to share a little bit more about some of the additional insights that we're delivering today to our e-commerce customers, I would like to hand over the baton to my partner, Haiti.
Thanks, Jeremy. Hi, I'm Haiti McMahon. I'm VP of Product for Specialized Products. That's e-commerce and Atlas. And as Jeremy mentioned earlier, site performance goes beyond just your server's capabilities. And one area to really focus on, which we believe is critical, is your WooCommerce database administration. So many performance issues with Woo can be traced back to inefficient database queries. And we've seen firsthand that this can drastically affect performance, no matter how powerful your server is. So if we think about it this way, a query that runs perfectly on a small database over time can become significantly slower as you receive more orders and add more products. And that's why it's essential to monitor and optimize these queries continuously to ensure your site can scale effectively. So to tackle this issue, back in March, we launched the Slow Query Monitor feature in the user portal. And this is available currently on our e-commerce premium plans. This tool helps identify slow queries that you can optimize, ensuring your site runs smoothly and efficiently as your store scales. But that's not all. Today, we're excited to introduce the next revision of our Slow Query Monitor offering. And this update provides an aggregated view of the worst performance offenders over a period of time, including queries from themes, plugins, and other sources of slow database performance. Moving forward, we plan to offer smarter insights and recommendations by correlating platform data such as traffic, uncached hits, and latency, by identifying trends and integrating with Page Speed Boost insights that Jeremy mentioned as well. We're also planning to roll out a query profiler, which will further help our customers identify and remediate database-specific issues. So with these advancements, we're hoping you can see that we are dedicated to helping you keep your site reliable and fast, ensuring it performs at its best, no matter how much your business grows. So stay tuned for more innovations around performance optimization. We really are obsessed. And now I'll hand it back to Jeremy, who will share our recent advancements and upcoming releases for our developer tools.
Awesome. Thank you, Haiti. I need to switch my hats to builder hat now. Now, I just said performance is super important, and that WP Engine is laser focused on addressing the complex challenges of end-to-end performance for our customer sites. But hey, building is fun, right? Writing some code, building some themes and plugins. So let me pivot to talking about our investments into tooling for modern developers. First up, arguably WordPress's most beloved plugin, ACF. As WordPress continues to improve and invest in the block and site editor, the ACF team here at WP Engine is committed to enhancing the content management capabilities of WordPress, however you build sites. For developers looking for a pain-free and fast way of building custom blocks for the block editor, the ACF Blocks feature of ACF Pro is the bridge between classic WordPress and the new world. Our recent 6.3 release brought validation support for ACF fields used in custom blocks, as well as allowing developers to build custom blocks where the field data is stored in the post meta table instead of the post content, giving them much more flexibility and performance when retrieving block data. The release also saw the new field type in the icon picker, allowing users to select icons from the dash icon set, the media library, or with the URL. The icon picker field is put to good use inside ACF itself. So now whenever you register a new custom post type or options page in ACF Pro, choosing an icon for the admin menu is a breeze. As we look later into the year, into the future, if you will, the next major ACF version, 6.4, will continue to improve ACF blocks for both developers and content editors. It will bring a new UI inside the plugin for registering blocks and improve the editing experience of text and text area fields in blocks, having that to become much closer to native WordPress blocks. And for WooCommerce users who are adding custom fields to orders, we'll be adding support for the high-performance order storage system, along with some internal refactoring that will set the stage for other data storage options for ACF fields more generally in the future. Moving on to one of our other build tools, migrations. Now, we are constantly striving to make it as easy as possible to get your sites onto WP Engine. We think it's a great platform to run sites that really require high performance and incredible security and robustness of sites running. So removing toil, problems, and making things as quick as possible really helps you all focus on your business outcomes much more quickly. This is especially true for agencies who often can be in a position of having to move many, many sites at a single time in order to support their clients and their needs. With this in mind, to make migrations much more efficient, we've been investing in two key areas. First up is a self-serve option, using a new improved migration plugin, which has been optimized for moving sites onto WP Engine. The plugin is now better integrated into our platform and makes it easier than ever before to move your sites over to WP Engine. We also now have a managed service available to customers who need to move many, many sites and simply don't have the time or resources to get it done quickly enough. This is a service that is new to WP Engine. If you participated in the early access program, thanks for your input. It was great. And we're glad to make this available to more and more of our customers in the coming months. We think that these products make it easier for customers to select what's best for them when it comes to the job of moving sites onto the WP Engine platform. Now, we love migrations. So I love performance, I love migrations, I love ACF, I love a lot of things. But I'm really happy about having great migration technology, happy and honored to be the platform of choice for these sites that absolutely demand the best performance and scale possible. But we also love solving the problems of builders just starting out a new site as well. We're now weeks away from making our sandbox sites capability generally available to our customers. This is a dedicated site type within our platform that is intended for upfront building, testing, and reviewing with stakeholders or clients. Think of it as a temporary playground in the cloud, if you will. Lightweight, easy to create, easy to destroy, and easy to share with clients and your stakeholders, and just as easy to convert to a full site if that's what you want to do. So think about collaboration, experimentation. You just want to test out a new idea in building a plugin, and just general site building that isn't yet part of a formal workflow. We see this as an awesome complement, for example, to our local application, but also as a standalone way to work in the cloud without having to pay for more expensive hosting options, and with a clean, easy way to get finished sites into production as well.
Hey, I think I'm back up. And thanks, Jeremy. They're super advancements. So as many of you know, WordPress's native search functionality has long been a pain point for site owners. And traditional WordPress search often lacks the relevance and accuracy needed to keep users engaged, which leads to missed opportunities and potential customers bouncing from your site. So recognizing this challenge, we recently launched WP Engine Smart Search to revolutionize the search experience on your WordPress site. An interesting data point is that visitors who use the search function are twice as valuable as those who don't. So a seamless search experience can make all the difference between a conversion and a bounce. With WP Engine Smart Search, you will drastically increase the relevance and accuracy of your site search results, ensuring users find exactly what they're looking for. You'll automatically index data with out-of-the-box support for custom post types for ACF, all with no coding needed. You'll scale your content without a performance tax by offloading all search queries from your server, maintaining speed and efficiency as your content grows. But that's not all. Hybrid AI search is coming soon, which will further enhance the power and efficiencies of our existing smart search capabilities. So it's an exciting time for searchers. And now I will hand you back. I'll hand you over to Veronica, who will bring you through the advancements in our workflows and our user portal UI.
All right, thank you so much, Haiti. And I'm excited to be here with you all. My name is Veronica Hottenroth, Product Director for our Customer Journey teams. And today I'm really excited and happy to share some updates about our user portal that I believe will help you work more quickly and confidently. First, we've made some changes to site environment headers. WP Engine offers all of our customers 3 site environments: dev, staging, and production, to help you implement more flexible workflows. However, we've gotten feedback over the years that it can get confusing to track which environment you're currently working in. And these updates are really designed to make it more clear which environment you're working in, helping you more confidently make those changes. Production now is a distinctive tag, and we've made it easy to toggle between production, staging, and development. We also rethought the header actions menu. Once you're sure which environment you're working on, we wanted to make the most common actions available at your fingertips. So we provided quick access buttons for common actions like backups and cache clearing, saving you time and reducing unnecessary clicks. And soon we'll be reorganizing the site navigation for site management into clear sections: Manage, Insights, and Advanced, creating a more intuitive grouping for our users and enhancing the navigation experience. We're also excited to be aligning our copy site workflow to industry standard push-pull functionality and terminology. During the development of a site, you'll inevitably need to push a site to production and push a dev environment on one site to another site to get a running start on one of your new projects. And in the past, you weren't able to take these actions depending upon what page you were in. And so now, directly from the workflow, you have the ability to select specific environments for pushing or pulling sites, giving you more flexibility and control over your site management tasks. And just a quick note on terminology: if you are a seasoned user of our portal, you'll be familiar with these actions under the previous name, copy environment. We updated the naming to push and pull to be more in line with modern development workflows and be more clear for your team. We've also brought time and effort saving improvements to the domain workflow. WP Engine has integrated Entry, a third-party solution, into the DNS workflow, allowing WP Engine to update DNS records seamlessly on behalf of customers who leverage one of the more than 40 supported providers. Now, when a customer adds a domain registered at one of the supported providers, they'll experience an automatic workflow that simplifies DNS setup process. And beyond the supported providers, Entry offers deep linking and guidance for many additional domain registries. This means even customers using registries outside the supported providers can navigate their DNS settings with greater ease. So whether you're managing DNS for supported providers or exploring options with other registries, Entry streamlines the process, ensuring smooth operations and peace of mind. We've also introduced automatic search replace, streamlining your site launch workflow and saving you time and effort. Automatically running search and replace aligns with industry standards and your expectations. The integration of Entry and the introduction of automatic search replace represents our commitment to providing you with user-friendly solutions that save you time, effort, and create a more seamless experience with WP Engine. Thank you so much for your attention. I look forward to hearing your feedback as we roll out these changes. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Haiti to have a quick look ahead.
Super. Thanks, Veronica. Okay, so while we have covered a lot today, there's still so much more that our teams have delivered in the first half of this year. And in a moment, I'll touch on some beta programs that you might be interested in joining. But first, let's look ahead at solutions to come, as we're focused on continually improving things for our customers and making it easier to solve their problems. So we'll have more innovations in the performance space, including back-end performance improvements, enhanced performance insights, and core Web Vitals monitoring. We're planning to launch our new e-commerce tools and data insights to help you manage your WooCommerce store more efficiently. Plus, we're working on making WordPress both scalable and auto-scalable, so your stores can handle traffic spikes effortlessly, especially important during key campaigns or holiday seasons. For agencies, we're developing specific tools to help manage hundreds of your clients with features like bulk and scheduled migrations, client reporting, and team management. And finally, we're introducing new AI solutions that will make search, database queries, and recommendations even smarter and faster. Now, as mentioned, we're excited to invite you to participate in our current beta programs that we're developing. These programs are an excellent opportunity for you to get early access to new technologies and directly influence their development. First up, our team has recently introduced improved support for Next.js incremental static regeneration, or ISR for short. These are on our Atlas or our headless offerings, and the team are working currently on more features that ensure content freshness for headless WordPress sites. So those of you who are new to headless, Next.js is a popular JavaScript framework for headless WordPress developers and is widely used on our Atlas platform and offering. ISR allows you to update static content without rebuilding your entire site, combining the performance benefits of static sites with the flexibility of dynamic content. And this means faster updates and fresher content for your users with minimal effort. Next, we have our AI products beta. We're leveraging artificial intelligence to enhance various aspects of your site, from enhanced search capabilities, personalized content recommendations, to advanced data analysis. This AI-driven approach aims to provide a more engaging and tailored experience for your site visitors. And lastly, we've recently introduced our Edge full-page cache beta. This feature significantly improves site speed by caching entire pages, reducing server load, and providing lightning-fast load times for your users. It's an essential tool for maintaining peak performance, especially during high traffic periods. As mentioned, by joining these beta programs, you'll have the chance to test these new features, provide feedback, and help us refine them to better meet your needs. Your insights are invaluable as we strive to deliver the best possible tools to support your success. So now I'll hand you back over to our fabulous host, Sarah Wells.
Thank you so much, Haiti, Veronica, Jeremy. Really, really insightful, and so glad that you guys were here to talk about the incredible work your teams and other teams throughout the organization have been delivering for our product the first half of this year. So now is the time for the fun stuff. We want to make sure we left plenty of time, because this is your time to ask us anything. There's a Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen in Zoom. Drop your questions in there. It's a little easier for us to track and pull them through. And I'll be asking them live. And if we do not get to your question, don't worry. We will follow up with you after the webinar to make sure that all of your questions are answered. So first, I'm going to go pull up the list here. This first question is actually going to be for Haiti. Haiti, page speed boost. Jeremy walked through a lot of the incredible things, and then you went into slow query monitoring. Does page speed boost have any specific things that it actually does better for WooCommerce? I know there's a lot of things with dynamic content and front-end performance, so trying to understand, like, is there anything that page speed boost does that is exceptional or goes above and beyond for WooCommerce?
Yeah, there is, and we're exploring this at the moment. So there's certainly, I think, more capability around managing media heavy images. And this is something that our team are actively looking into at the moment. So the specifics are to be fully understood. But yes, is the quick answer to that. There's more functionality, very much specific to Woo to come in that space. And I know if any of the other product managers are online, please feel free to chime in with more details.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This next one, there's a lot of chat in here, and I think I have at least one of the questions consolidated. And Jeremy, this one's going to be for you. Are we looking at capabilities to incremental pushes from stage to prod rather than having to push the whole site?
Yeah, great question. So we have early ideas on how we can improve this. We know how to improve it. We have early ideas on how we want to organize that work into projects and investments, for sure. Like we just see this, I talked about migrations, getting sites into WP Engine, which is of course something that we want to make happen. But we're actually leveraging some key fundamental technology that's supporting that, and that we see as an opportunity to really consolidate and improve how people are moving code and data throughout the platform across dev, stage, prod. So I understand it's a fairly high level answer, but it's very much a focus area of ours. We see this as a great opportunity to deliver value and to also differentiate ourselves in the market as well. And that's a pretty nice combination. I'm happy to talk more in more detail and connect folks here if they're interested in learning more about our thoughts and technologies, connecting them to the product teams as well. So I know have a call to action, join a beta or join a product feedback council. I'm also happy to have one-on-ones with folks as well. So we'll share some of the contact information at the tail end of this.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, next question. Is there any way to export some of the performance data into a PDF or a Google Doc or something that you are looking at that performance insight data or the SQM pieces?
Not today, but it is something that we're eager to think about we're eagerly thinking about how do we expose data more generally. And so, feedback from you all, our customers, is really important in this area. We can put a data point, we can put an insight in our portal and make us feel really good about us ticking the box of presumably solving a problem for a customer. But ultimately, data needs to go where it needs to be. So getting feedback and input from you all, do we make that available through an API so you can integrate it into your own systems? Is it exportable as a CSV or an Excel spreadsheet or a PDF, for example? Getting the data, doing the optimizations critical, but manifesting the data in forms that can be used wherever a customer needs that data is very much something that we want to tackle here at WP Engine. So again, it's more of a future state roadmap type thing. Most important, it's getting input from you all as to how you would want to consume those insights, that data, to best leverage it with your own work within your own workflows.
Yeah. Well said. Veronica and Heidi, I do want to invite you to layer on anything else. I know both of y'all have been thinking a lot about both the data, the integrity, and the surface areas, as well as the API side. So anything else that you want to elaborate on, the things and problems that you are hearing that you're hoping to be addressed in the coming 6 months or year?
I know there has been a huge amount of talk on the API internally as well. So I can't say there is a lot coming in that space, but certainly there's plenty of conversation, and Jeremy can add to that. In terms of data, I think data is where we really see a big opportunity, and in the space of Atlas and Headless, we're about to bring out some more data into log. Log analytics. We're also looking into e-commerce in the space of, additional store insights. so we're really looking at where can we add value here for customers along the lines of both data and other areas of innovation. So I'll say that with by saying that there is a commitment there to bringing more valuable data insights to the forefront for both our managed WordPress offering and our specialized offerings like e-commerce and headless.
Thanks. Okay, Haiti, you're going to stay off mute. There are a lot of questions and excitement here around Smart Search, especially with the teaser of AI coming and the other pieces of this. So the first
Good.
question, I don't believe it's been answered in chat yet, so I'm going to ask it live, is who is eligible for Smart Search today? Which of our plans, which of our customers? Is it Woo only, or is it other plans?
For Smart, no, it's not available on Woo, so it is available for our premium customers today. And I know my fantastic team member Luke Patterson is probably online here as well, so I'll certainly invite him to provide some more information if he can. But yeah, it's not available. Luke is working very closely with the team to build out a version that is very compatible with Woo and offers more Woo capability. So we're looking at hopefully, second half of this year to bring something forward in that space.
Amazing. Can you talk about the underpinning infrastructure of Smart Search? Is it Elasticsearch? Is it something else? Is it homegrown? Can you talk a little bit about how Elasticsearch, how Smart Search is built?
I
Okay.
just brought Luke to talk too, if you want.
Great.
Luke. Y'all are
Brilliant.
getting
For Luke.
Luke Patterson, everyone, is our lead and been working tirelessly on all things search and AI as our product manager on this. So guest appearance, Mr.
Yes.
Patterson.
Thank y'all so much. So howdy y'all. And you are correct. So the infrastructure we use underneath Smart Search is indeed Elastic. And what we've done is to basically build an application layer on top of that. And so you can use Smart Search via the UI, or we have a really robust API if you really want to kind of get in the weeds and tinker with it. But this application layer, that's where we build all of our secret sauce, like our ability to automatically index ACF, custom post types, all the stuff that you're not going to get with a lot of the plugins, and especially not with your out-of-the-box WordPress search experience. Another one is the ability to keep your database up to date in real time, and of course, connect to our exciting machine learning pipeline for our AI-powered hybrid search. But yes, that infrastructure underneath that powers all that is indeed Elastic.
Awesome. Luke, while I have you here, I'm going to ask maybe two more around Smart Search, and then we'll move on to some other questions. The other one we have, is there a plan to implement Smart Search for custom meta fields that are not registered with ACF, but instead registered in other plugins or the theme?
Yes, so this is going to depend on the plugin, but again, some of our secret sauce here is we're going to automatically detect, index, and keep up to date all of your custom post types, all of your custom fields. The exception is if there's anything in a custom table that we won't kind of know where it is on the back end, that won't be automatically indexed, but you can indeed use the API to get in there and index those fields. So very broadly, yes, we support this use case, but because the plethora of plugins is so vast and their implementations are as well, we kind of give you both of those options to make sure your data is indexed and up to date in Smart Search.
Okay. Somewhat related, does Smart Search also index and serve documents in the media library, such as PDF, Word, or anything in that library?
So someone out there has read my roadmap. I don't know how you got a hold of it, but we are actively working on this functionality. We know it's very important to folks. So the ability to index PDFs and to search them is coming, and it will be available for our machine learning pipeline as well.
Awesome. I think those are the big questions that I've seen around Smart Search so far. But Luke, don't go far. We might pull you back in for some more insights around all of the incredible work you and the team are doing around Smart Search. Okay, next question. We're gonna popcorn over. Oh, the DNS pieces. There's kind of two things around this. The first one is the automatic DNS record updated also for multi-site. So we've rolled out entry, and now when you are repointing, does it automatically go through on multi-sites as well, or does some other action need to be taken?
I do not know the answer to that question. I'm not sure if there's anyone on the team that is on Zoom chat that might be able to jump in. If we
Yeah,
don't, happy to.
So entry does allow you to automatically point DNS for any domains that are supported by those DNS providers, including additional domains for multi-site.
Amazing.
Cool.
Veronica, while you are here too, is this separate from the Cloudflare DNS that WP Engine recommends to use?
Sure. So the entry tool for automated DNS pointing is distinct from our recommended advanced network, which uses Cloudflare. Of course, you can also choose to use Cloudflare as your DNS provider and then easily use entry to update those DNS records as you get your domains pointed to WP Engine.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Those are the big ones there. Some sandbox questions here coming out for you, Jeremy. Will sandbox sites share the disk capacity on the account?
Yes, they will today. So the install itself, the site will be free, so you don't have to pay anything extra for that. It will today count against your resource limit. So the resources being consumed aren't free yet. We are working on plans to alleviate that constraint. So we're a business. We, of course, want to make money and share value between us and our customers. But we also see a great opportunity to really remove some of the constraints around that initial site building process. And we see an opportunity to have, value to you all in a way that makes sense for us as a business. So that is being planned for, to remove those constraints so that you're not, having those limits, your usage of Sandbox count at all against your plan resource limits. So
Awesome.
the future
Yeah.
state.
While you were presenting, I don't know if you had the chat open, but there's a lot of excitement around these types of sandbox sites, removing those barriers, making it a lot less painful to play and to develop and to get buy-in even from stakeholders or clients across the board. So there's a lot of excitement around this one overall.
Well, who doesn't love playing in sandboxes? It's like a great childhood activity.
They're so good. I mean, I'd prefer a beach, but there's still sand. So, we got that there.
Now that I'm a parent, I'm not sure I like the sand though.
It gets
Much of a
everywhere.
mess.
It's like glitter. It just permeates. Can't get rid of it. Another question around, I lost it. Oh no, we had another question around Sandbox. Will the Sandbox environment allow you to beat the 14 character limit of dev staging environments? That limit prevents some premium plugins from working without additional licenses on dev and staging. I don't personally know which these character count limits are talking about, so I cannot help but elaborate further.
Yeah, I am not sure, so I don't want to mislead anyone. I think it still may be there, but I will confirm. I've in some of the questions I popped in my email address, and it's first name dot last name at wpengine.com. So if you're interested in knowing about the character limit, ping me. I think I have the question in there as well in the chat history, but I'll get that information and share with whomever wants to have it.
Awesome. While I have you here, there is another question around the migrations. You mentioned that there's a new do it for you type of migration that we are offering. Can you talk about who qualifies, if we have customers on here today, how they can take advantage of this new service offering within migrations?
Awesome, and great question. If you are an agency partner or one of our premium or on one of our premium agency plans, you are eligible for the managed migration services. So again, if you're an agency partner or you're a customer or buyer, if you will, of one of our premium agency plans, you are eligible for the managed migration service. And this will give you access to our world-class team that has successfully migrated thousands of sites, more generally for our customers over all time. Now we have this very intentional service that is optimized for those agency customers.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeremy. Here is another one that is around page speed boost. Video uploads in the media library. Any impact that page speed boost will have on compression, specifically around video? Is it still okay to add a 50 megabyte max content? Is there other rules or things that we need to be that people leveraging page speed boost should be thinking about for media content in particular?
I don't know. I don't want to misset expectations. I think that page speed boost alleviates a lot of the concerns there. We'd have to dig deeper into the actual underlying capabilities just to make sure that we're not, again, missetting expectations. I think we're good, so I'm hopeful in a positive answer, but I don't have 100% confidence in that answer, so I don't want to misset expectations. We can certainly get that information though.
We can, and we do have some support documentation around page speed boost on how it works with both the compression and the smart loading and the lazy loading pieces. I do not know about the actual raw file piece, if that limit is adjusted or not, but the compression piece should be taken care of by page speed boost up front. So we can provide some more content and take a deeper look on the actual backend part of it as well. But to Jeremy's point, we don't want to provide you with the wrong answer and mislead you. The whole point of a lot of these things is around making sure that you are successful and we are providing you with the most important information and accurate information across the board. Okay, I think we have time for one more question. And this one looks like it is more of a piece of feedback, and actually was going to transition nicely into our next piece. But there's a request last question. Is that there is some point can we look at adding multi-select to the local and WP Engine dashboards? It would be great to be doing things for bulk site selects, for backups, push-pull, updates, things, etc. Some of this functionality I think does exist in WP Engine platform today, but opening it up, Veronica, Jeremy, Haiti, if you have any ideas around bulk management and within local and WP Engine.
Yeah, so I can take at least a first pass at the answer. It is so we do have a certain amount of bulk site management within the portal today, without a doubt. We're going to continue pushing in that direction. We're not dropping everything and just focusing on the problem of managing many sites at once. Like, it's important to get to Esne's strategic vision up front, to get things very simple, easy to use, for all of our customers. But we do see this as a great opportunity. We've seen it for a while, and that's why we've been adding certain capabilities into the portal already. But we're looking to do more there. So imagine more of a cockpit that you get into. Let's just play it out. You're an agency, you have many different servers that you're managing and many different clients and sites, and having kind of a very simple but powerful cockpit, dashboard, hub, whatever you want to call it, where you can just make quick decisions and take quick action. When it comes to site management, it could be, selecting a series of sites and performing a backups, or, doing the updates to many different sites. If you're, if you have a central plugin that you want to update, you just want to apply that to all of the sites out there. Like, there's a great roadmap in front of us that we're keen to invest in, because we feel really strongly that WP Engine today is a great place to manage many sites. We just think it can become the best managed WordPress platform for those that are managing lots of different sites for many different use cases. We see that as, part of our future going forward.
Exactly. Thank you so much. And again, thank you, Haiti, Veronica, Jeremy, for your time today to answer questions. We didn't get to all of them. There were some that we want to actually make sure we are providing the right answers. So we will follow up with all of these things along with the recording of this one. So the other thing that you should be doing, there was a lot of great feedback around product ideas, some other pain points. We have a lot going on. Haiti mentioned we have beta programs. Reach out to us if you would like to enroll, if you're a current customer, to test out and help shape the actual products that our product and engineering teams are developing. We have our blog. We also have UX research that we leverage very, very closely in the discovery and design phase of new products and enhancements. And then we have our sales team too. Our sales team deeply understands our products, the pain points that it can help solve with those things. Before we log off, I'd also be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the incredible new brand that we have. We recently rolled out an entirely new brand for WP Engine. And one of the things that it does is some of our logos got a little facelift this year across all of our channels. We are committed to enabling web excellence and leadership in the WordPress community. And this brand refresh and launch is a way to help exemplify and elevate a lot of that work. So see even more of this in the coming months. And if you are actually new to WP Engine, if this is one of your first times and you aren't there, we do have a special offer. Thank you for attending today. You get 4 months free using this code and going to this URL. You have that there. So today, again, huge thank you to our product and engineering teams across the board, and especially Jeremy, Veronica, and Haiti, representing some of the incredible releases that have been done this year. But there is still more to come. We have a huge amount of things that we have been delivering. We only scratched the surface of what we actually did. There it goes. We got our scroll of the stuff. So tons and tons of incredible work that is happening and being delivered every single day by our teams. And it's based off the feedback and the insights and the pain points and the things that you guys are running into. So keep that coming. And with that, I am going to close us out. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you to our panelists. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy the Olympics. We're going to do it.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
You're never going out of style.